Hello everyone, I'm Rick Dior, and this is part 2 of the Wicked Percussion part playthrough. And today we're going to play number 6 through number 8. So number 6 is Something Bad, and we'll play through Into the Courtyard, where there's no percussion on that, so that's tacit. Into number 7, Dancing Through Life, and then into the Ozdust Dance, and finally we'll play into Elphaba's Dance. I think I got it all. Anyway, I'll label it on the screen if I miss something. So one thing I forgot to mention during the last video is you see I have a number of charts here. I actually blew up the book because my eyesight's not so great. And then I have a separate book for the xylophone stand. So I cycled those through, and it's important. I actually have instructions on my page, my main stand, to turn the pages on this stand. So that's really, really important to be able to do that. There's no time to go back and forth between the different books. So what we're going to do is set this up here. And this first tune, Something Bad, uses a talking drum. Usually these drums are big. These are African talking drums. I have the small one, which I love. So it's a really nice drum, and I've had it for, I don't know, 30 years or so. And I use this a lot when there's not a lot of space for percussion instruments. That's the problem with these shows. There's not a lot of room to put stuff. You have limited space. So this is perfect for that. I can just set it on the floor, pick it up when I need it. This is sort of a feature for this drum, and in the part it's kind of written strange, but it has a hit and then a gliss, which is not strange, but then there's different instructions on to hit the note or not to hit the note. So in the beginning it sounds like this, but later on that's not indicated. So I've had two different music directors tell me to do two different things. One wanted all the notes played like this, and the other wanted it not played like this. So I'll just do it where I play all the notes, and then for this run, if they correct me, then I'll do it the other way. So again, like I said last video, a lot of times some things are unclear until you get to the gig. Now remember, there's only one rehearsal for these shows, so you really have to know it. You have one rehearsal, then there's a sound check, and then you go. That's it. All right? So we'll go through this with the music once again. And the only other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, it calls for a singing bowl, but that's crossed out. The first show I actually used it because I have one. It's a C natural pitch, and there's another one that I believe is an E natural pitch later on, but I think they had a problem with that, so they changed it to vibes, which sounds like this. So it's a bowed vibe, which is very similar. It's not exactly the same, which is great for me because then I don't have to have the bowl somewhere. But that is a thing that you can bow. It's the Magyar or Tibetan bowls. So that singing bowl, once again, you'll see me playing those parts in the show on the vibraphone bowed, and that's the way they want it. So we'll start out with Something Bad here.
But the things one hears these days, dreadful things. I heard of it once, a professor from Watts, no longer permitted to teach, who has lost all powers of speech.
What?
And an owl in Munchkin Rock, a vicar with a thriving flock forbidden to preach. Now he only can screech. Only rumors, but still enough to give pause to anyone with pause. Something bad is happening in Oz.
Something bad happening in Oz?
Under the surface, behind the scenes, something bad. Ahem, ahem. Bad.
Dr. Dillamender, you all right? Shall I fetch you a glass of water?
Oh, no. No, I don't know what came over me.
So you're saying that there are animals that have somehow forgotten how to speak? How is that possible?
Well, with so much pressure not to. If you make it discouraging enough, you can keep anyone silent. But I, for one, will never... Madam Marble!
I heard there was some sort of disturbance in class. Are you all right, Doctor? Miss Elphaba, you're still here? I'd have thought you'd be on your way to my seminar by now.
Yes, madam, I would be, but
But I do hope I haven't misplaced my trust in you. Magic is a demand-orating mistress. And if one's ambition is to meet the wizard, I'm sure Dr. Dillerman sees my point.
I better go. Dr. Dillerman, if something bad is happening to the animals, someone's got to tell the wizard. He'll make it right. That's why we have a wizard. So nothing bad.
I hope you're right.
Nothing all that bad.
Nothing truly bad. Him! Sorry. Bad.
It couldn't happen here in Oz. Hey!
Students falls to me. The trouble with schools is they always try to teach the wrong lesson. Believe me, I've been kicked out of enough of them to know. They want you to become less callow, less shallow.
I know.
But I say, why invite stress in? Stop studying strife and learn to live the unexamined life. Dancing through life, skimming the surface, gliding where turf is smooth. Life's more painless for the brainless. Why think too hard when it's so soothing? Dancing through life, no need to tough it when you can slough it off as I do. Nothing matters when knowing nothing matters. It's just life, so keep dancing through. Dancing to life, swaying and sweeping, and always keeping cool. Life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Make sure you're aware less trouble is right. Woes are fleeting, blows are glancing when you're dancing through life. So, what's the most swankified place in town?
That would be the Ozdust Ballroom!
Sounds perfect! Let's go down to the Ozdust Ballroom. We'll meet there later tonight. We can dance till it's light. Find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl. Right on down to the Ozdust Ballroom. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there. Dancing through life, down at the Ozdust. If only because dust is what we come to. Nothing matters when knowing nothing matters. It's just life. So keep dancing through. Miss Galinda? I hope you'll save at least one dance for me. I will be right there, right by your side, waiting all night.
Oh, that's so kind, Vic.
Bach.
But you know what would be even kinder? See that tragically beautiful girl, the one in the chair. Oh, it seems so unfair. We should go on a spree and not cheat. I know someone would be my hero if that someone were to go invite her.
Oh, well, maybe I could invite her.
Oh, Vic, really? You would do that for me?
I would do anything for you, Miss Galinda. Excuse me, Miss Nessa Rose. There's something I would like to ask you.
You're good.
I don't know what you mean. But I do happen to be free tonight,
So I'll be picking you up around 8.
After all, now that we've met one another, it's clear we deserve each other. You're perfect!
You're perfect, so we're perfect together. Born to be forever. Dancing
It's absurd. This silly rich boy appears and everyone's off to worship him at some cultist social gathering.
Even me. I'm going. Isn't it wonderful? Bach was too shy to ask me at first, but once Galinda encouraged her,
Galinda?
Don't you dare say another word against her. I am about to have the first happy night of my life, thanks to Galinda. Finally, for this one night, I'm about to have a fun night with this munchkin boy Galinda found for me. And I only wish there were something I could do for her to repay her. Elphaba, see, we deserve each other, and Galinda helped it come true. We deserve each other, me and Bach. Please, Elphaba, try to understand.
I do.
Now do me up. And then I must accessorize myself for Figaro. Galinda, what in Oz name? Pretend you didn't see that. My granny's always buying me the most hideous hats. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much. Yes, you do. Oh, no, I couldn't. Could I?
Galinda, listen, my sister and I were talking about you just now.
And I was just talking about you. I thought you might want to wear this to the party tonight. It's really, sharp, don't you think? You know black is this year's pink. You deserve each other, this hat and you. You're both so smart. You deserve each other. So here, out of the goodness of my heart.
What's in the punch?
Lemons and melons and pears.
Oh my.
Listen, Nessa.
Yes?
Nessa, I've got something to confess. A reason why, well, why I asked you here tonight. And I know it isn't fair.
Oh, Bach, I know why.
You do.
It's because I'm in this chair and you felt sorry for me.
know it's because you are so beautiful.
Oh, Bach, I think you're wonderful. And we deserve each other. Don't you see? This is our chance. We deserve each other. Don't we, Bach?
You know what? Let's dance.
What?
Let's dance.
Miss Upland,
Madam Morrible, what are you doing here?
I have something for you.
Madam, a training wand? How can I express my gratitude?
Don't thank me. This was your roommate's idea, not mine.
What? Elphaba?
Yes. Miss Elphaba requested that I include you in sorcery class. She insisted that I tell you this very night, or she would quit the seminar.
But why?
I have no idea. My personal opinion is that you do not have what it takes. I hope you prove me wrong. I doubt you will.
What is it?
I got what I wanted.
Then what's the matter?
Nothing.
Good. Let's dance.
So let's talk about that a little. That's one of the harder parts of the show. And I actually screwed up there. I meant to pick up this wooden rattle here, but I couldn't find it. So I ended up picking this. And, you know, I guess it's a good substitute. But what I should have done was put this on the vibe in the beginning of the piece. And I'm going to write myself a note to remember. That way I can look down and grab it, because you hardly have any time. But you see how you're jumping between the xylophone and the vibraphone stands constantly. So you're always moving around. And that's the name of the game with these shows. You never stop moving. Now the next piece is called Elphaba's Dance. There's a little break. And this one's not hard, but I'll play it for you. And during these breaks, like I said in the first video, I'm always going through my tuning procedures and kind of running around and doing that. And also getting the xylophone music up for this. So it's important you write all this stuff down, like I said, so you don't forget. And you see here on my page, I have get xylophone music ready. The older I get, the more of these reminders I need. So we'll do this one for you now.
your very first party ever.
So that piece is, again, tricky because you're running back and forth. Now, there's a good example of having to use a particular mallet where you wouldn't necessarily want to do that. So there I used bell mallets on the timpani. Luckily, it's a staccato passage because you're going from this lick here Now that last bit was actually added to the show where they have the bell tree and then the wind chimes and then the clock. That wasn't in the original. That's actually penciled in. So you see a particular pair of mallets works, not great for everything, but it does work for all of those instruments. So sometimes you have to make sacrifices. I could use this, but then I wouldn't have time to flip. And then I've done that and then I've dropped a stick and I kind of play it safe these days, so that's what I do for that. All right, so that's these numbers, and that's this little bit, and we'll see you next time, starting with number 9, popular.